Welcome, traveler. You found third shift HFY. The story begins now. The Hall of Concord was built to silence conflict. Today, it echoed with fear. Inside a vast chamber suspended above the council capitol, encased in translucent alloy, rows of delegates shimmer faintly under sterile white light. Outside, the planet's upper atmosphere burns with traffic, evacuation fleets disguised as commerce. For centuries, the council had ruled by consensus, not courage. But when the impossible transmission arrived, human code woven through golden harmonics, consensus fractured faster than faith. Hollow displays flicker across the central days. A hologram of the Ark's signal rotates in gold light, its waveform steady and undeniable.
We purged every trace, every archive, every genome. This cannot exist.
And yet, it does. The pattern is too complex for mimicry.
Verification complete. Signal origin, deep sector theta 9. Probability of human origin, 89.7%.
The Overseer slams a hand against the table. Energy ripples outward through the hologram.
Extinction was meant to be absolute.
Extinction is never absolute. You destroyed their worlds, not their will.
Silence. Around the chamber, lesser delegates whisper. A few avert their gaze as if fearing the word human might still carry consequence. The council had feared humanity not for their strength, but for their refusal to die quietly. And now, across the gulf of centuries, that refusal had come home. The council voice's projection expands across the chamber, a faceless hologram of white light.
Consensus required. Protocol classification.
Classify it as a freight transmission. Initiate embargo procedures and prepare for containment.
Containment of what? A voice? Or the guilt you buried with it?
A murmur ripples through the delegates. The Overseer glares at her, his crystalline ridges glowing faintly.
Careful, Strategos. Gout is contagious.
She doesn't answer. Her reflection glows red in the data light. And above the world that claimed to have forgotten them, fear took form, not in fleets, not in weapons, but in whispers that began with a single word: human. The council did not call it fear, they called it procedure. Inside the Hall of Concord, light dims as the delegates' tiers rotate inward. Holographic name sigils hover before each seat. The central platform glows pale blue, the voting circle. One by one, systems linked. Votes would be cast in light, as they had been since the first Star Law. But today, even the light seemed hesitant. The Overseer stands on the upper tier, hands clasped behind his back. The signal from the Ark still shimmering faintly behind him.
The entity identifies as human. We all understand the implications. A relic cannot rise without a foundation beneath it.
He gestures toward the signal. The projection enlarges, showing the Ark's colossal silhouette, radiant and silent.
A relic that has not attacked, Overseer. It broadcasts, but it has not struck. There is room for dialogue.
You would negotiate with ghosts.
If those ghosts still move the stars, yes.
Murmurs ripple across the tiers, flashes of blue and red light as delegates pre-register their votes. The last time the council voted on humanity, it had been a sentence of fire. Entire worlds erased with the stroke of bureaucratic precision. The council voice manifests again, a faceless hologram towering over them.
Resolution proposal. Classify the Ark of Cinders as an anomalous threat entity. Authorization of engagement by reconnaissance fleet Theta Prime.
Let it end before it begins.
Or begin what it was meant to finish. Understanding.
The room's light turns white as the voting sequence initiates. Each delegate presses their sigil. Gold for diplomacy, red for war. Red spread like infection, line by line, sector by sector. The light of caution dimmed beneath the glow of fear. Final result: 72% for preemptive engagement, 28% for contact. The chamber falls silent.
Resolution passed. Fleet Theta Prime authorized for immediate deployment.
The Overseer exhales, the faintest tremor in his voice.
Then let history repeat itself, properly this time.
History never repeats. It remembers.
And as the chamber lights faded, The fate of two civilizations turned, decided not by gods or armies, but by a vote cast in trembling light. The Ark of Cinders drifted through the edge of darkness, its glow like an ember refusing to die. No fleet accompanied it, no beacon guided its path, and yet the stars seemed to move aside. The Ark glides across a nebular field. Trails of golden light shimmer in its wake like ribbons through smoke. Inside, the hum of the engines deepens, steady, alive. Within its heart, three voices prepared for the confrontation that had already begun light years away. On the bridge, Athara stands at the helm, Indra pacing like a caged storm, Bellona analyzing silent data streams that stretch beyond visible range.
The Council will not wait. They fear what they do not control.
Then let them fear. They made us to fight. Let us remind them what that means.
Athara turns, her tone calm but heavy.
No, not yet. Humanity fought for survival. We fight for remembrance.
Indra pauses, the air between them charged, not hostile but unresolved. Bellona breaks the silence without looking up.
Detection grids ahead. Console patrol signatures confirmed. Distance, 3 light minutes.
Maintain course. No shields, no weapons. Let them see us for what we are.
Acknowledged. Speed increasing. Trajectory, direct approach.
The ship glides closer, its molten veins pulsing brighter, as energy gathers not for attack, but illumination. The Ark did not move like a vessel. It moved like conviction made tangible, slow, inevitable, unstoppable. Indra grips the railing, his voice softer now.
You think they will listen?
No, but they will hear.
The Ark exits the nebula. Ahead, faint blue light glimmers, the first patrol ships forming their line. The Ark's silhouette looms behind a veil of its own glow. The distance between them was measured not in space, but in history, the living and the remembered, meeting again in the void. They called it an envoy. It carried no ambassadors. A fleet of 12 ships glides through council-controlled space, sleek and silver, their hulls carved with geometric lines that pulse faintly blue. They move in perfect formation, engines humming like synchronized heartbeats. Every vessel bore the Council's insignia of unity, yet unity meant obedience, and obedience meant fear. Inside the flagship, the Eminence, corridors hum with energy. Officers march in silence. Automated drones inspect the weapon systems, gleaming particle cannons and shield pylons hidden behind communication arrays.
Fleet Theta Prime, status report.
All ships synchronized. Engagement drives fully charged. Diplomatic channels primed per your directive.
Transmit the standard greeting signal when visual contact is achieved. No targeting locks unless provoked.
The captain glances at her, hesitant.
Understood. But Strategos, the overseer's orders.
Are to preserve control. Mine are to preserve history.
She turns toward the viewport, distant starlight reflecting on her silver skin. In the far distance, a faint golden shimmer moves against the dark. The Ark. They had seen fleets before. No one had ever seen this. The ships adjust formation. Communication panels flicker to life with holographic readouts. The Ark's size overwhelms every metric. Some officers stare, visibly shaken.
It's enormous. How does it sustain that energy output?
It doesn't. It endures it.
Silence. The Strategos' reflection gleams in the viewport, half blue, half gold.
Hold position. No one fires. Let them speak first.
The fleet waited, blades sheathed, breath held. In the quiet, the distance between awe and fear disappeared. Between the blue of the Council fleet and the gold of the Ark stretched a silence older than war. It was not absence, it was pressure. The Ark of Cinders and 12 Council ships hang across a dark sea of stars, perfectly still. Both sides maintain formation. No weapon systems are active, yet every hull hums like a held breath. The Council ships read no aggression. The Ark carried no weapons lock. Yet every captain aboard Theta Prime could feel it, the hum beneath perception, the resonance that made their bones ache. Inside the Eminence, the Strategos stands by the forward viewport, eyes fixed on the golden silhouette.
Distance 3,000 kilometers. They've halted.
Begin transmission. Channel open, non-encrypted.
A harmonic ping leaves the fleet, a diplomatic hail wrapped in sterile protocol. It reaches the Ark, where Athara stands at the bridge.
Incoming signal detected.
Translate and display.
Holographic projection flickers. The Strategos appears, her tone professional but heavy with disbelief.
Unidentified vessel. This is Fleet Theta Prime, under the authority of the Galactic Council. You are entering restricted space. State your intent.
Athara's reflection glows in the viewport. Indra stands behind her like a shadow. Bellona watches in silence, her eyes faint red.
We come to speak.
Speak then, but know your signal has been classified as a potential contagion.
Truth often is.
The Strategos stiffens slightly, but keeps composure.
Identify yourselves.
We are the war gods of humanity, the last voices of those you chose to forget.
A visible ripple of light passes through the Ark's hull. The Council fleet's instruments spike with radiation readings.
Energy surge. No weapons lock detected, but output is impossible.
Hold your positions.
Back aboard the Ark, Indra leans closer to Athara.
They're afraid again.
Then let them remember why.
The Ark's energy field expands, not as a weapon, but as light, enveloping the nearby stars in golden auroras. It was not an attack. It was a reminder of creation, of loss, of the moment humanity first looked into the dark and refused to kneel. Inside the fleet, alarms blare. The Strategos shields her eyes from the blinding glow. Every hull vibrates with the resonance of something vast and living.
It's singing.
The song reached no ears, yet every mind aboard felt it. The echo of a civilization that had turned death into defiance. And, as quickly as it began, the light fades. The Ark remains still, its glow soft and steady.
Message delivered.
Silence returns. Both sides hold position. The void feels smaller now. Between them hung the distance of 1,000 years, and the weight of a single truth. Extinction had never been silence. The light faded, but the silence did not return. Even the void seemed to listen. The Council fleet drifts in disarray, formation broken, captains whispering across encrypted channels, uncertain whether they've seen a god or a ghost. Orders and logic failed to define what stood before them. Some saw the past, others saw judgment. None could look away. Inside the eminence, the Strategos stands motionless at the viewport, the golden glow still flickering across her face.
No attack. No command. They could have obliterated us.
They didn't need to.
Her reflection trembles as the engines of the fleet begin a slow retreat.
Order the withdrawal. Full vector away from contact zone. We are not equipped to fight gods.
The captain hesitates, voice soft.
And if the Overseer demands engagement?
Then he can fire the first shot himself.
The fleet turns, blue trails streaking into the distance. The Ark remains still, watching. In the eyes of machines built for conquest, restraint was the purest rebellion. Back on the Ark's bridge, the light is dimmed. Athara watches the fading ships. Indra folds his arms. Bellona tilts her head slightly, calculating.
They'll come back with more.
Of course. Fear always does.
And us?
Athara turns toward the viewport, voice quiet but resolute.
We hold this line, not as weapons, but as the proof that remembrance cannot die.
The Ark's light brightens slightly, not in threat, but pride. Outside, the void glows with residual gold, like embers suspended in air.
Directive sustained. Awaiting the next move.
And in that still place between galaxies, where gods and ghosts share the same silence, the Ark of Cinders waited. The line was drawn, not in fire, but in resolve.